And there are plenty of jellyfish here. But if we actually make our way along the left-hand side here, let's actually switch to something a little bit better for right now. There's a bunch of little crabs, but also a big mama crab too here. You killed your babies! And we can get some crab eggs from her. They almost always drop crab eggs, by the way. But then way in the back here, there is the last item. And it is some fire arrows. Kind of giving you a clue, maybe, as to what might be handy when it comes to the boss fight. We aren't going to be using a bow and arrow, but gives you a clue as to what the boss might be a little bit weak to. Now, honestly, we could probably go in here and one-shot this boss. But I do want to make use of the whip. Because we were told by somebody here in the community, kind gentleman, I'm looking at you, that we should use the whip, that something very cool happens. I don't know if that's the case, but we're about to find out. We'll drink our drink. We're going to walk in. And here we go. We are fighting a Lionel Misbegotten. This guy has a really cool moveset. Ow. A very relentless fighter. So the whip, essentially, I can already see what happens. The whip is making it so that he can't... Oh, God, we're going to die. I'm dead. Oh, man, I thought we were dead for sure. He can't finish his attacks. That he can. That's the only attack you got to worry about, I guess. Oh, my goodness. Drink? Why am I not drinking? I pressed the button 8 times. Jesus. That step. Oh, we're dead. There it was. That stepping attack is crazy. So I see what it does. I wouldn't suggest using it on him. I don't know if I would suggest using it on him the way kind gentleman said. It definitely makes them reel back on a lot of attacks, though. So yeah, I know what he was going for there, but good try, kind gentleman, but doesn't make it a good weapon for the fight. Anything with fire would be better, to be honest. Anything that does fire damage would be much better. But he is weak to physical damage as well, so Rock Sling would smash on him as well if you have Rock Sling at this point. You probably shouldn't if you're actually playing through this as a normal player would be making their way through. But let's do it this way. We're going to use Terra Magica, drink. We'll go through. And we're going to just run by him for now. We'll go grab our souls here. Oh, he got us up on us quick, didn't he? Oh, that delay is insane. And you see, fire does a lot of damage to him. And he's dead. So there it is. And we get the Grafted Blade Greatsword. The Grafted Blade Greatsword. So let's check this one out. And this requires 40 strength and 14 dexterity in order to be able to wield it. It says the storied sword of Castle Morn, a revenger's weapon. It is burdened with ones of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments, a lone surviving champion from the country now vanished was what? A lone surviving champion from the country now vanished was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the sword of an entire clan of warriors. It has a unique skill called the Oath of Vengeance. Swear an oath upon the greatsword and to avenge the clan, temporarily raising all attributes of a certain duration. While the oath's effects are active, poise will also be increased. So it says the story sword of Castle Morn, a revenger's weapon. It is burdened with oceans of anger and regret. One of the legendary armaments, a lone surviving champion from a country now vanished, was so determined to continue fighting that he claimed the sword of an entire clan of warriors. So you can see it's definitely a sword made of swords. I'm trying to figure out who would have been. To me, this screams that it's a relic of Castle Morn of the past. And as we read from the sword statue out front, that Lord Godfrey actually conquered this place. More than likely, it was the ruler of this castle before its current time, when that actual siege took place. That's probably where who this sword belonged to. But I don't know of any place off the top of my head in the game where they actually mentioned who the previous ruler or the previous lord of this castle would have been. That I don't know. What up, Jess? How are you? Said Rocket, you beautiful bastard. How the hell are you? I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm here. I've made it. I've made it. We need to go to the Castle Morn lift site of grace in order to get back, by the way. So we're done. That is everything that we can do here in Castle Morn. We're going to have to call for the lift. Don't make the mistake of just jumping on the lift because it ain't there. And that's a long fall. You're going to die. That's nice. So let's go ahead. We'll put back on. Let's go back with the Claymore. I really like the Claymore. The Claymore is fun. I'm doing good, says Jess. I'm eating some barbecue ribs. I sent you a pic. Damn it. I don't want to see it because then I'm going to want to eat it. All right. Let's run for it. So right now, we're just going to sort of run by everything. Our goal is to basically get back to Edgar and let him know that we have seized the great sword. And therefore, his duty has been fulfilled. No. Ow. So our goal is just to get to him and let him know, essentially, his duty is fulfilled. Go be with your daughter, would you? Would you please? Should we murder it? I think so. I don't want to talk about it. Did he drop a sanctuary stone? He always does. Sanctuary stone it is. I want his helmet. Can I get his helmet? That's all I want. Essentially, this is kind of just a shortcut, a shorter way to get up here. Let's go with glintstone arc right now. Well, if you come to visit, I'll cook for you. I'd eat your food. How about that? I'll eat your food. The hell did Rocket just say to me? Get out of the air, stupid. Wow, so it does slightly less damage, but not a ton less damage than glintstone pebble. The thing with glintstone pebble though is I can hit son of a bitches from way back. Like that's a distance attack right there. Let's take these little ugly bastards out. What? Don't do it. Idiot. Sorry. I really hate these little bastards. Great view of the entire castle right there. It's so crazy how this is like one thing this game does is it takes something like, you know, you're riding up, you're looking at this castle. This castle doesn't seem all that impressive. It doesn't seem like this sight to behold. It doesn't look like a very large castle, but you fucking get up here and it's actually a pretty big castle. Backstab. All right, let's go up here and see Edgar. Edgar, I've got something for you, buddy. Seems I've sort of figured things out here. Got yourself a great sword. Took care of it for you.
I'm in your debt. for keeping the sword from those fallen creatures.
You're welcome.
I'm no longer bound by duty. Once I've rescued Irina, I will spend my remaining days with her.
So basically, he's saying, all right, I'm good to move on.
Thanks to you, I will be reunited with Irina and devote my remaining days to her. Irina has a gentle nature, though. I only hope it remains intact.
He's afraid, she's sort of innocence. He's afraid this whole situation is going to ruin that innocence.
Thank you.
And now he's repeating himself. We know that we're done with his conversation then. So, did he just turn green? look at his eyes. Let me get right in there. Oh, amber eyes. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go back to the Bridge of Sacrifice. And let's go see the reuniting of Edgar and his daughter. It's a special moment. It's going to be a real special moment. Let's go over here. Look at how happy they're going to be, man. I'm so excited for it. It's just, you know, oh God. Oh God.
Irina, how could this be? My daughter deserved better. The fault lies with me.
Okay.
I chose duty over my daughter's safety. And that is how fate has answered. I'll find them. The foul wretches responsible for this. I'll hunt them down and exterminate every last one of them. Rest assured, Irina, it will be done.
It shall be done.
I'll find them.
I'll find them.
The foul wretches responsible for this.
All right, so now he's repeating himself. Now we know we're done with his conversation. He'll move on to his next spot. The next spot we'll see him in is Liurnia of the Lakes. And you can actually, you have a clue as to who murdered him, or murdered his daughter, because of the sword. You know that she was killed by a misbegotten, or at least somebody parading around as a misbegotten at the very least. Because we've already gotten one, an iron cleaver. And it says, if you look at it, you can see it's the exact sword that's on the ground here. And it says, fairly large iron cleaver commonly used by the maltreated misbegotten. So he's now vowed to hunt down and exterminate every last misbegotten that exists. And essentially, that's all we can do with their quest for right now. And now we can really start going ham on this area. We've kind of grabbed... We've done any main quest here. I don't think there's anything else off the top of my head. I don't think there's anything else. I think we're good to just, did we grab, I think we grabbed the memory stone, didn't we? Yeah, because we got the turtle shield. So we already got the memory stone. One thing we haven't done is we didn't go to the impact site, the meteor impact site. Let's go there. We can go and do that. Where's my food, says Dark Souls. She said it's in your fridge. Idiot. That's what you get. See what happens when you treat people like garbage, Dark Souls? It all comes back to haunt you. So, well, let's also make sure up at the top here, there's no items along the top here, except for when you get way up at the front of the tower here. So of course, if you make your way to the top of this tower by killing 3 turtles, essentially turtle spirits, you make your way to the top of the tower, you can get yourself a spirit stone. But there is one item off to the side here, and it is another starlight shard. We've already read about starlight shards, but essentially when you read about them, they say that you use it to regain FP. Do not use these. Hang on to every single one of them. Save them. They will be useful in an NPC quest later on in the game. And you will want to trade those for things much more valuable than a little bit of FP that they give you. But essentially, it's the remnant of a star that fell from the sky. I don't think that there's any items up on top of this, but I want to make sure before we do go. Nope, just an owl. Who? I don't know who. It said... And down below us here, you can almost see what appears to be an impact site of something. You see, it almost looks like maybe a small meteor shower perhaps took place here. And that's kind of exactly what it's led you to believe. Let's go with the arc for these guys and see if we can't hit them both. Gotcha, bitches. We'll go with these guys as well. And we're actually going to see an enemy just appeared, and it's none other... Ow. I've never seen the follow-up attack on that. It's an Alabaster Lord, which we've already fought one of these back in Liurnia. But, of course, these guys actually make use of... No, they make use of gravitational magic. And with what we're witnessing right now... Got him. So he's dead. All said and done. We've read a little bit about Alabaster Lords, but essentially what Alabaster Lords are is they are not from this this world. They actually, I don't know if it's explicitly said or how I know this, but they're from outer space. Essentially, they fall down into this planet from outer space. They come from outside of this world. But we got a gravity stone trunk. We've already read about those. But essentially, you're led to believe that essentially this one crashed down on a comet or something. And there is more of extraterrestrial creatures within this game, and even a large portion of this game is actually based on I would say more of this game than you would realize. You look at it and at the surface and you're thinking this is like a fantasy RPG that's like medieval times and stuff like that, but there's actually a lot of extraterrestrial nuances to this game. A lot, right down to the very core of what this game is based on that idea. But if we actually come up here, there's going to be another one of these statues. It'll show us where a catacomb is, and we're going to go do that catacomb right now and try and get that all taken care of. It says a guide and a gatekeeper returning to the roots. It'll point us in the right direction of where we got to go. But over here, there is another item on a guy sitting on a chair. It is another stone sword key. Jess says, so what's new? Not a whole lot, Jess. Same shit every day, you know, in the grind of life right now, in the grind of life. The only thing I have to look forward to is this stream. It is the only thing I have to look forward to. Tired of work. I wish that I could do this full time. That's what I wish I could do more than anything. If I ever had my way, that's what I would do. What is new with you, Jess? It is Kind Gentleman's birthday today, so that's something exciting. There is an item back here. Like I said, it's not generally a pickup, but there are a limited number of Trina's lilies within the game, so I always try to stop and show off where they're at in case somebody's really into making things fall asleep. But here is our catacomb that we can go to. Let's make our way through this. I know the feeling, says Jess. I feel like everybody can know that feeling, you know. Just, yeah. I want to spend more time doing the things I want to do and less doing the things that just make me unhappy. And work makes me unhappy. All right, let's start making our way through here. It's going to be a little creature right here. He's going to crawl up from underneath. More imps. Bye! Arrivederci! Auf Wiedersehen! I'll never forget you! Ow, he hit me? And of course, with every single room or every single catacomb, it's the same deal. There is a door that is sealed, and on the door is always a picture. This picture is actually meant to represent the great roots, or that of the crucible, which we've spoken a lot about here and there over the past couple of days. The primordial crucible, or the energy that existed before the Erdtree. So now we got, I don't know if these guys are actually weak to magic. Let's try and cast. I don't think they're actually resistant to magic. Maybe not. Well, more resistant than the other little bastards. The misbegotten, at least. Man, I'm really liking the idea of, I know that there's one around here, right? He's up above me. No, he's right there. I'm liking the idea of casting, man. I'm loving it. There is a Grave Glovewort 1 there. We should start doing some upgrades and stuff on some of our spirits, or our ashes. This is the one that has little bastards hiding. I hate that when it goes, you go to lock on and it whips to the side. Great shot. Ow. Dude, I hate these little bastards. I hate them so much. Is there another one? No. All right, another, that's a grave glovewort too. So that will bring any of our ashes up to a +2. And when you come in here, you have to be aware. If you look up, you can see that the room is filled with spikes. A lot of skeletons hanging from. Gives them a clue that there's probably not good shit happening here. But there is an item over there. It's only a regular pickup. They do respawn, but we're going to go get it. And essentially, the floor is going to lift up. It'll reach a certain point, and then it'll jab its way up there and crush you and kill you. So you're sort of led, like, where the hell am I going to go now? What you're going to do is you're going to lift it up. I'm dead. I'm literally going to die. I'm not going to die. We're going to come over here. We're going to let it go up. And we're going to go underneath it. And another grave violet right here as well. Jess says, nothing too much new with me. Nothing's new with me. Still doing a lot of cleaning. Downstairs is pretty much done. I just have upstairs and outside. Oh, that's the good shit right there, right? I'm going to go outside and do a bunch of work in the yard. User Mullet, what up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. How are you today? Ghost Glovewort 2. Another item right here. These enemies, I like to call them the mud monsters. As soon as you kill them, they just respawn. So you can sit here and wail away on them if you really want to. It doesn't do you much good. I'm just going to run by them all. We did get a prattling pate. We've already read that description and showed that one off before, so we're not going to bother doing it right now. But another Ghost Glovewort 1. Some root resin, and we have another Ghost Glovewort here on the right. And I think that's it for down here. Yeah, that's all there is here. Now we can take this ladder up and maybe go open that big fucking door. User Bullet says, I'm so mad you watched my video without me. Maybe you should have been here for it then, right? Don't you come at me with that attitude, young man. User Mullet. We read your message today too, by the way. Jess says, I have a friend coming sometime to clean and wash my gutters out. And he's going to wash my house for me too. Power washing and shit like that. Nice. Nice. Doing it for free too? Okay. Okay. Wish I was a girl. I'm kidding. It's a joke. All right. Somewhere a heavy door is open. And there's an ambush. You're not going to get me. You're dead. And one last grave glovewort 2. And then we can jump out the window at the end. And the big door is now open and we can proceed into the boss fight. I don't even think we're going to hesitate. We're just going to go right in on the fight. What do we fight here? Oh, is this the one with all the little bastards? Oh no, we may have to use glintstone. Oh, this one's actually tough. This one can be tough. Not for free, but he's giving me a discount in exchange for some bratwurst and steaks. The barter system. Cheers to that. Absolutely worth it. What kind of brats, though? Are they jalapeno cheddar brats? No, keep them for yourself. Wash it with a hose. Hose it. Hose it down. All right, so let's drink and head in. It is the one with all the little bastards. No! You're not gonna kill me! Let's use magic on this bitch. Get shit on! No. 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 Dead. Nice. And we got the demi-human ashes. Oh yeah, I forgot. We were going to use ashes from now on and sort of show off the ashes. But we just got the demi-human ashes. It says, ashen remains in which spirits yet dwell, used to summon the spirits of 5 demi-humans. Spirits of demi-humans that are small in stature, but have a violent, brutish disposition. Though they seem somewhat intelligent, when night falls, their blood boils and they become feral. Put them on. We'll use them. Nice. And there is some root resin around the room if you want to pick them up. Boy, having Rune Arc there made that really, really easy. Really, really, really easy. Ishi, what up, though? How are you, buddy? How are you? Yeah, I have a lot of outside work to get done, and that I'll be doing the barter system for. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I honestly, like, I love mowing the lawn, so you would think that I would enjoy doing outside work more than what I do, but I hate it. Like, anything outside of mowing the lawn. I love mowing the lawn. I love taking the dog out. The dog gets all excited. He sees me grab my shoes that are for mowing the lawn, and he instantly knows what we're doing. He gets excited and runs to the door. We go out, we mow the lawn, and then he'll follow me around the whole time I'm mowing the lawn and shit. And then it's all said and done, and I feel like, you know, man, it looks clean. But if I had to do gardening and shit like that, fuck that. Hells to the no. Not interested. I don't want none of that. All right, so from here, let's make our way over here. We'll go to Castle Morin Ramparts. Did we... I'm assuming that we went up to the city, the crazed town. So we've done everything on this portion, that area there. We've done everything on that portion of the Weeping Peninsula. Now we need to direct our attention to the opposite side. And over here, there's actually a small village that has been essentially crazed. A crazed village. The people have gone mad, and it's by something called the Frenzied Flame. And I don't know a lot about the lore of the Frenzied Flame, so I don't want to go too far into it right now. I tend to, like, as I know what we're coming up to in the game, I try to learn a little bit about that before I actually go into the stream where we're going to do it. And I haven't really learned much about the Frenzied Flame. But later on, we'll explore some more of it. By then, I should know some more information. I can give you guys some actual concrete information other than just I'm guessing kind of stuff. So let's go with the what you do see that these have glowing yellow eyes, and when they hit us, we actually have a status meter that builds up, and it is frenzy. And what happens is you eventually build that up and you die. What, did I just miss that? I guess I'll just swing this sword and kill him. That's the other option. Option B. Jess says it's just been a long time since my house was really has really looked nice inside and out. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of common, you know. You focus on one portion of your home at a time, and the other portion of your home tends to suffer for it because you put all that effort in one spot and not in everywhere. So that's normal, Jess. Can't be too hard on yourself for that. But definitely, I get the feeling like, yeah, now you it's your place, it's yours, and you want it to essentially be, you want it to be in the position that you want it to be in. And plus, you're starting anew. So starting fresh kind of requires freshness, right? And up here, there is normally an item on this guy. I believe this is a Smithing Stone 2. I believe it's a Smithing Stone 2 that's on that. And this is the small village that I was speaking of. And you can see that these batshit crazy bastards are burning people at the stake and literally going insane. They actually, a lot of them possess... Oh, we got the Withered Straight Sword. Are you kidding me? This is a very rare item. This is a very, very rare item. I believe the drop chance on this is 2%. And it says straight sword with rather short but wide blade, simple to wield. It was known as a sword of the people. Though the Erdtree styling is still visible, time has not been kind to the sword. Now merely a shadow of its former self. Its skill is square off, and we've already read about square off. These guys do possess a spell, though. And let's see if we can actually get one to use it. There it is. And that causes massive buildup of the Frenzied Flame on you. All right, and in here, normally there's a shield. We already picked it up, apparently. And then there's some more of the little bastards out back, too. And there is a bonfire. If you so choose to grab it, there is a site of grace right behind the village. You can grab it from right here. We already did, apparently. I didn't realize it, so now everything's respawned. At least the outside wait, I already gotten compliments on it, at least the outside from what you've gotten done. Yeah, that's awesome. And it was always nice too, you know, when you're starting anew, things are changing to get things in a position where you want them. It sort of cleans up your entire attitude. It's hard to explain it, but it cleans up your attitude. You go into life with a fresh perspective when everything else is fresh. Okay, so this is a church, and essentially, I wonder if you can get that spear that he's holding. I've never tried to farm them for that. I don't know if they can or not. But normally there is a incantation right here on that body. It's the Frenzy Flame incantation, and also there is a Sacred Tear for upgrading your flask is available there as well. So essentially, it looks like we already did clear this out. And it's hard to remember what we have done and what we haven't. But the last thing that we can do up here is there's actually a little bit of a drop down, and we're going to be there are some misbegotten up here. This one's really sleepy, super tired. I don't think I've ever seen these misbegotten up here.